Hey everybody, it's Rick, and I'm here with my first vlog for the channel. And what are we going to talk about in this vlog? I'm just going to talk about the state of the channel, some stuff that's been happening on the channel, some stuff that's going to happen on the channel. So where to begin? I guess we can begin with Civ Beyond Earth, which is a series that just wrapped up earlier this week. And I would say, I don't want to call it controversial, but I would say that there were a lot of mixed feelings about Civ Beyond Earth. Those of you guys who have liked my Civ 5 series, a lot of you guys liked Civ Beyond Earth, but a lot of you guys really didn't care for it, it seems. And I will say it's a lot different than Civilization 5. I did enjoy playing it though, and the Rising Tide DLC really changed the game. Like I said at the beginning of the series when I first started it, I hadn't played it for like nearly a year, but from what I remember, the game doesn't really resemble what it did at launch. It's an entirely different game now with Rising Tide, but I can understand people who weren't too into it because it is a lot different than Civ 5. And honestly, I don't plan on playing another... Hey, what's up, Dudley? I don't plan on playing another Civ Beyond Earth series. I just did want to check it out because at the end of Civ 5, when we won a science victory, I was like, hey, should we play this? And a lot of you guys said, yeah, play it. So that was for you guys who wanted me to play it. For those of you guys who weren't into it, don't worry, you probably won't see it on the channel again for quite some time. Now, let's talk about Civ 5. I said at the end of Beyond Earth that I was going to put Civ 5 on a temporary hiatus because next week I'm going to pick up No Man's Sky. Now, No Man's Sky is a game I've been looking forward to for so long. It looks so good. And I know that there's a lot of opinion around this game and pre-ordering it and the hype surrounding it. People are like, it's going to be a disappointment, just like every game that people get stoked for. But you know what? I feel differently. I've listened to Sean Murray, the dev for No Man's Sky, in so many interviews, and just the passion that this guy has for his game and the way that he talks about it and all the stuff that I've seen so far without spoiling the game for myself. I'm into it. I'm into the procedural generation of the game. I'm into the grand scope of it, the discovery aspects of the game. So much of it just plays to my heartstrings, my survival discovery heartstrings. I'm stoked for the game. But what I'm not stoked for is the fact that it got pushed back to the 12th, which is only 3 days. I know, it's not that big a deal. It was supposed to release on Tuesday the 9th. Now it's going to release on Friday the 12th. But I had planned my schedule around it releasing on the 9th. That may have been stupid on my part because there was a lot of rumor that the game was going to release on the 12th. But anyway, I had my hopes and my dreams, and they were dashed. But I planned my calendar around a 9th launch. So I put Civ on hold, but now in retrospect, I could have totally done another Civ 5 playthrough before No Man's Sky launches. And I should have, but what I was left with was what to fill the space of No Man's Sky in the absence of No Man's Sky. So I'm kind of scrambling to find some stuff to fill in the slots. I've been playing Frozen State, and this is a game that seemed pretty cool. The concept's cool. It's survival. It's almost like a top-down version of 7 Days to Die, only it takes place in like a frozen Russian wasteland, and instead of zombies, there are these terrible Cronenberg-esque monsters that are trying to eat your face off. And it's a lot of fun, but it's so grindy. And I've played 2 episodes now on the channel, and the last episode I played, there were some comments that were like, this is a cool game, but it's just a lot of running around. And after 2 episodes, it's still just a lot of running around. So I was like, there's got to be something I'm missing, right? Let me go watch some other people's videos and see what they're doing, because I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. There should be more action involved to this. But guess what? I watched like 5 other people's playthroughs, and it's just a lot of running around. So this is a game that it seems like it's going to take a long time for it to actually build steam and get really exciting. And in the meantime, you're just running away from monsters instead of actually engaging them and feeling like super badass about it. So that leaves me wondering, should I keep playing Frozen State? If I do, it's just going to be a lot of grinding, and it may be boring. If you guys are into that kind of thing, let me know in the comments. If you guys are like, we've seen enough of this game. And I will say, I will recommend the game to play alone. This is one of those games that it's a lot more fun just to play and just sort of grind away and build experience and get tougher and stronger, but that doesn't make for good watching necessarily. But let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see more Frozen State? If you do, I'll keep it going. If you don't, then I'll play something else. And go ahead and recommend some stuff for me to play in the comments if you've got some hot tips. Otherwise, I'm going to go comb the Steam store and find some good stuff to release starting tomorrow. I already talked about my recording schedule with the anticipation of No Man's Sky, and you can look forward to the No Man's Sky playthrough starting on Friday. And I'll be releasing an episode per day. I want to play that game as much as possible and discover as many things as possible. Discover it with you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. But there is something coming up next week that's going to cause a little bit of an issue as far as my recording goes. I'm going to try to get out as much content as I can for you guys, but Melanie's surgery is on Wednesday. For those of you guys who haven't been following the Melanie surgery saga, a couple months ago we had a awesome charity stream for her because we sort of found out that she has a tumor in her brain, and that sort of took us by surprise. The good news is that it's totally operable. The bad news is that it's going to be like a 4-day long endeavor. She's going to have to go in and have this brain tumor taken out of her head, and then she's going to be in the hospital for 4 days. That starts on Wednesday, so I'm going to be in the hospital with Melanie. Melanie's mom's going to be here too, so we're going to kind of take shifts, but that may throw a wrench into my recording schedule. So if things seem a little bit sporadic, that's the reason why. But I'm hoping that by next week, that's 7 days from the day that this vlog comes out, that things will be more stable. But I'm going to try to get you guys as much regular content as I can in the meantime. So what else do we have to talk about? Oh, you know what I've been really into lately? And you guys can see it on the channel. I'm sure you guys have been watching it because it's probably the most popular series that I have running on the channel right now, but 7 Days to Die. Holy mackerel, this game is so much fun, and I can't believe it took me so long to actually catch on to this game. I picked it up during the Steam Summer Sale, and it was a great bargain, and I was like, yeah, I love survival games, I love zombie games, this is a no-brainer, and I've been having so much fun playing with Jasmine on the channel. We played on the Twitch stream on Friday together, and I plan on continuing to play on the Twitch streams because it's a blast. But right now I've got like 4 different servers going. I've got the server, well actually, Jazz is hosting the server that we record on for the channel. I've got our streaming server. Jazz and I created a 3rd server just to play for funsies. So when we're not recording or streaming, we're just playing together for fun. And then I've got my own solo server going. So that's 4 different servers. And I'm playing 4 different games simultaneously right now. But I have not got sick of this game. I just love fortifying my base, making it as badass as possible, surviving the waves and hordes of zombies, exploring the map, finding new things, finding new quests. The game just doesn't get boring, and it's so much fun to play. And I hope it's fun to watch, too. I hope you guys are continuing to enjoy 7 Days to Die. But if you guys haven't checked out our 7 Days to Die stream, I'm going to stream it on Monday with Jasmine. And also, we're going to stream together. I plan on streaming together on Fridays with her as well. We're going to keep this 7 Days to Die stream going. So if you guys haven't checked it out yet, be sure to come to our twitch.tv/stumpgamers on Monday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time, and on Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time, because we will be streaming together, and it'll be a blast. I'm having so much fun. And also Dunk, our mod extraordinaire, has been making awesome clips for us. So if you guys haven't seen the highlights from our streams, go to twitch.tv/stumpgamers and check out the clips that Dunk has made for us, because there's actually some pretty funny stuff that happens, and it caught us both by surprise and terrified us and made us giggle like schoolgirls. Oh man, that game, so much fun. Yeah, so expect to see more 7 Days to Die for the foreseeable future on Stumpt Rik. Okay, so with all of that being said, where are we going to wrap up? I thought it would be fun to talk about something that I'm passionate about, which is television. In addition to video games, what I really love is good television. And whenever a new series ends, then I get all sad and I'm like, what am I gonna watch next? But inevitably within a day, I find another awesome series to take its place. So Stranger Things, I watched that in like one sitting. And if you guys haven't watched Stranger Things, it's the best new Netflix series that I think I've seen in like the last 5 years. It's fantastic. But when it ended, I was like, no, what is going to fill the void of Stranger Things? And immediately I was like, oh wow, the new Preacher television series from AMC is also fantastic, and then I binge watched that, And that is great too. If you guys haven't watched Preacher, you need to check out Preacher. It's based on the comic from the 90s, and it's produced actually by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Is that his name? But you know, the little dude who's the friends with Seth Rogen. That guy. He was in Tropic Thunder, and This Is the End. Anyway, they're just like passionate about this comic. They were like, yeah, this comic's awesome. So they put their money behind it. And the season finale was just last week. And good God, it's so good. If you guys haven't watched Preacher yet, go back and watch Preacher. It's so funny and just bizarre and weird, but awesome. So then that ended, and I was like, what am I gonna watch next? Well, Mel last night started watching Penny Dreadful, and I know that this series has been out for a while, but I finally just got on the Penny Dreadful train, and I watched the first episode just today before I recorded this vlog, and man, I'm all in. So I've only watched the first episode, and I'm probably gonna binge watch that now. But I'm always looking for great television. So I want to give you my recommendations, and those are my recommendations: Stranger Things, Preacher, and Penny Dreadful. If you guys have awesome television series that you are passionate about, that you think that I'd be totally into, let me know, because I need a list. Once I binge watch Penny Dreadful, I'm gonna need something else to take its place. So throw it down in the comments. What are you guys super into on television? I'll go ahead and take a peek, check it out, and I'll get back to you next week and let you know what I thought of your suggestions. That's where I'm gonna end the first Stumpt Rik vlog. You guys can expect a new vlog every Sunday. I said vlog, didn't I? Not a vlog, a vlog, a video vlog every Sunday. But until then, if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, just drop them down below. I'll read them, you guys. And until next time, see you guys later.